I'm Maliki Brown, I'm news editor at Storyful. Hurricane Sandy was one of the biggest stories of the year, from its timing a week out from the US election to being the biggest storm to hit the US since Katrina. Storyful has built its brand on establishing the veracity of social media content so that news organizations can use it straight away. One of the biggest challenges for newsrooms on a story like Sandy is the sheer volume of user-generated content that's being shared on social platforms. You've got to know who to trust, you've got to know what to trust, and how to verify content. At Storyful, we're very mindful of official channels like the National Guard. We know how to doorstep their YouTube accounts so that we get first dibs on the content that they're uploading, and we get to pass that on as trustworthy content to news organizations.
We're right over the ramp.
At Storyful, our mantra is news from noise. It's about finding the authentic voices on the ground closest to the story. It's about finding reputable sources, reputable uploaders of content, and when we find content, making sure that that content is what it says it is.
So the building has collapsed here in New York.
One of the consequences of the Occupy movement has been growth in this network of citizen journalists who are on the ground in New York and other cities in the US.
Fantastic, yeah, I'd be psyched to give you guys the footage.
Power's gone down in this section. See, there's some power is still up. Winds are getting rough as we get closer to high tide.
We at Storyful have built relationships with guys like Tim Poole, who during Sandy went out and filmed the electricity shutting down, floods on the streets. He gets it to us and we get it out to our news clients. But where Storyful really hits its stride is in finding those gems of videos, that video gold. One example is a great video by a high school student in New York called Matthew Weinschneider. A large tree at the back garden was uprooted, fell down, crashed through the fence and narrowly missed his neighbour's house. And for us, we were able to verify the location of the video, find his house on satellite imagery. We looked at his Google Plus profile, his Facebook profile. We were able to identify the shed beside the tree in his back garden and the distance from his back porch to the fence to absolutely verify that this was the location where the tree had fallen over. It's a challenge for the likes of YouTube, Google, Facebook and Twitter as well to make it easier for us to separate the news from the noise and find out what's really true.
Oh my God!
I hate my car!
Oh, the car! I got that all on film!
Oh.
I got that all on film!
Oh my God!